Alright guys, Epic fucking Slayers here, and in today's video I want to show you what could be the best DPS and tank build in the game right now. No other YouTuber is really talking about this set at the moment, and that is of course the Defense Gear Set, which has truly changed my KD and my win ratio in this game right now. If, like me, you really like this gear set, then drop a like on the video and let's try and do 150 likes. If you are new to my channel, drop a subscription and let's get into it. Right guys, so here is my defense build, and as you can see I've got 4-piece defense, 2-piece high-end, and what we'll do is we'll start off with the gear pieces and I'll show you the weapons afterwards. So as you can see I've got this defense chest piece. It's got health and exotic damage resilience on with ammo capacity. Now exotic damage resilience is really good on this set because you'll find that when you've got a shield up, a lot of people will throw grenades behind you, because if they're in front, then the shield will actually take the impact, whereas behind, obviously, they'll hit you out of your shield. So having exotic damage resilience is actually really good attribute to have on your chest piece, or on any of your pieces, to be honest. Health is really important, of course, because it's best in slot, and ammo capacity, again, is quite important, as you'll find that you will shred through your bullets on this set. As you can see from my mask, again, it's in firearms most of this lot, and I am mainly going into DPS, as I'll have a shield to back me up, so most of this is in DPS if it can be. So as you can see, I've got firearms, I've got exotic damage resilience on this as well, and burn resistance. Again, burn resistance is really important. A lot of people will throw incendiary grenades behind you, catch you on fire, and then you're out of your shield, and that's why they try and take you down. So having a bit of burn resistance is always very good, or they'll throw a flame turret behind you. So this really does help out quite a lot, and again, the exotic damage resilience does its job there. Moving on to the knee pads, and I've got it rolled in health, disrupt resistance, shock resistance, and damage to elites. This isn't the best knee pads that I could have went for. To be honest, I don't really like damage to elites because I mainly use this for last stand. I'd have preferred something like burn resistance, or burn resistance, not bleed resistance, but burn. And as you can see, it's rolled into stamina. Again, I probably would have preferred to roll this in firearms, as this mainly is kind of a DPS set with a shield up front. I don't need too much toughness unless they get behind you, but that's where the skill comes in with actually using the shield, is trying to keep you forward facing against your enemies rather than them getting behind you, because if they get behind you, you are in trouble. What I will say with the chest, guys, is that you may sometimes want to run a reckless chest, but I don't have one at the moment, so I would probably use that, to be honest, if I had one. Moving on to the holster, as you can see, 1262 firearms really high, 1264 stam really high as well, and electronics are rather low, but I'm not too bothered about that. And again, it's rolled in health. I believe you can roll skill haste here, which is actually be really good for the shield, and sometimes I switch it out depending on who I'm playing with, because the credits are capped now. I can keep changing it. So sometimes I play with skill haste, sometimes with health. It depends on whether I'm playing solo or with a group, to be honest. Moving on to the backpack, of course, I'm running the specialized backpack because the extra skill power means that it just helps a lot with heals and that lot, which you really need in this game. Again, it's rolled in firearms, health, and burn resistance. As I said before, burn resistance is really important. You could run the backpack, which basically heals your shield. I can't remember what it's called. It might be called Inventive. I can't remember, but basically heals your shield. But as the shield in this actually does go down pretty quickly, I don't find that. A lot of the time when I'm using my heal, it's sort of out of my shield, so for me it doesn't really help that much. But yeah, as I said, guys, this has got health, which again, best in slot, and burn resistance, which is really important. Lastly, on the gloves, I'm using Savage gloves, and it's rolled in firearms, SMD damage, and critical hit damage. As you can see, I don't have critical hit chance on this. I've got skill haste, which I'm actually really happy about, because the fact is I've got 7% critical hit chance on these gloves. My orgas are like 22.5%, so I don't need more than that, if I'm being completely honest. If I go on my character here, where's my critical hit chance? Oh, 2.5? There's got to be a mistake there, surely. No, I think it's taken into account my showstopper, but it's around 30%, around 30-40%, so I don't really need Savage gloves, to be completely honest. Or sorry, I don't really need critical hit chance on my Savage gloves, so skill haste I'm really happy with, actually, so these gloves are pretty good for me. If I go on to my org, guys, as you can see, I'm running my org, which has 22 base damage with my firearms, critical hit chance, responsive, destructive, and deadly. I would have preferred something better than destructive, but responsive and deadly are really good, as you are going to be fairly close combat using this shield. So I don't know what I would have liked to have rolled here, but something like Unforgiven potentially. Not entirely sure. Destructive is still a very good talent, don't get me wrong, but I probably could have rolled something better, like Brutal, for example. You will be getting a lot of headshots with this set because it's very accurate, which is cool. And the reason I'm running Showstopper on this particular build, guys, is simply due to the fact that when I run out of my shield, I'm usually in close quarters, and the Showstopper, you know, because of the stagger, it actually puts a lot of people off. They normally run for cover, and that gives me time then to move back as well and get my shield back up. So this is really all it's for. There's no, you know, it's got no specific talents or anything. I don't really care about that. It's just to sort of give me that space to allow me to get my shield back, and that's what it's there for. If you're looking at the mods on my talents, I'm running all firearms with health on them, which again, best in slot. So, you know, I could run skill haste on them, but I quite like having the extra health because the shield does go down very quickly, guys, don't get me wrong. Now, this is a DPS tank build because the shield does really, really help. But when it's down, obviously you are vulnerable, and it can go down very, very quickly. If you're getting focused by 2 or 3 players, it'll go down very quickly. So this extra health on these mods do make the difference in your survivability. And if you weren't aware, with this set, guys, they actually changed it so you no longer get, for example here, you don't get this assault shield modification. All you get is the ballistic shield here, from my understanding. Let me just check the defense gear set and make sure that's the case, but I'm pretty sure you only get basically the standard shield. So as you can read here, allows using an SMG if one is equipped with ballistic shield is deployed. Only master rank shield mod is active, so you don't get the additional like mods you would on, say, you know, your pulse or your heal or anything like that. That's all you get. So that's why the shield itself gets taken down pretty quickly. What I could change potentially on this one, as I said with the with this, is I could potentially change these firearms for performance mods that actually increase damage resilience on my shield, so my shield doesn't go down as quickly, or health. But I find having the extra health again and the firearms are actually really, really good for this set. So there you go, guys. This is the defense set. If you saw the start of the video, which I assume you did, then you'll see this set actually does a lot of damage, and it, you know, increases your survivability greatly. I'll just leave a couple of quick clips here at the end so you guys can see exactly what this thing's capable of. Let me know if you enjoyed this one though, guys. It would be much appreciated. And let me know if you're using this, because as I said, not a lot of YouTubers are actually putting videos out on this set, but in my opinion, this set could be the best in the game. I mean, the other day I got 28 kills with this set. I think I got about 35,000 score, and it really does wreck face. So get in the last stand, get this set up, and I guarantee you guys you'll be a nuisance. Thank you very much for joining me today, and yeah, watch these clips and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
There's somebody behind you.
There.
They were the last star.
They're all going on the lead.
Got this sniper rifle today. To a last game cash. Got 172 headshot damage. 143k base damage. Got brutal, deadly, elevated. Highly heavy roll.
Dead.
Yeah.
Follow me, seeker mate, there's one up here.
I've seen that.